Hello everyone. Well, today we're not doing a video on the Z car. We're going to do a video on the Z car. That's my 1990 Cavalier Z24. Yes, and because we're in Canada, we call it a Z, not a Z. Even though I do still call the Datsun a Z car. But I'm just doing some maintenance today. Adjust the rockers, change the spark plugs. First time I had the spark plugs out since I've had this set up. I don't know if you can see that, but running a little bit rich, but with the turbo setup on here, that's okay. Yeah, we're not running this car because right now it's February in Canada and we have got snow outside here. So I just wanted to do an introduction video on this car because I see a lot of turbo Cavaliers on YouTube, but none of them really talk much about what they've done to it, what's going on with them. So I wanted to give you a start to what I've done to this car, and if you guys like it, maybe I'll do some follow-up videos on the engine build, on the transmission, on the intake manifold. That's my custom intake manifold there that I've talked about on some of the forums as well. This thing, rough guess, makes just over 300 horsepower now with the turbo setup. It is still an old 3.1 block Gen 2 with the aluminum heads and with modifications here and there. She's running about high 12s right now. That's with a 26-inch slick on it. Unfortunately, I don't have a limited slip differential in this transmission, so I could probably do better if I had that, but it works well with the best 60-foot time of 1.79. I'm looking at getting a little bit slightly smaller slicks. The 26-inch, I think, are a little bit too big. So 24 and a half out there that I've been trying to find, but right now, like everything in the world, there's limited stock on everything. But for the most part, this video is going to be just a slideshow of old pictures I've taken during the build because the car is pretty much done, ready to go. Used to race this car a lot many years ago, and about 2004, I blew the synchros out of the second gear transmission on that one, and that was the original Getrag 282 that actually came in my old 91 RS that I had before I had this car. This is the Z24 from 1990. This was actually my wife's car. She bought this while we were dating back in 1997. So I've had this car since 97 between me and my wife. It's still technically in her name. And we're going on our 25th anniversary this year. And the car's still kicking around. But it's been many different forms on that one because I transferred all the parts I had in my 91 RS into this one. And then I, like I said, blew the transmission out of that one, so I had to get a different transmission. I'm now running the high output quad 4 Getrag 282 with a 394 final drive. But yeah, like I said, for the most part, I'll just talk my way through some pictures on this one and throw some videos up this thing in the quarter mile. Hope you enjoy. Let me know if you want more information on it. Thanks, guys. So this is pretty much the way it looks now. Had it painted a few years back, but it's looking pretty good now. So this is the only 14-second video I have from back in the day before I turbocharged the car. It was running 1493 on this video in 2003, which was pretty quick back then. This is the Amazon Special Turbo from Max Speeding Rods that you've probably all heard of and seen on Amazon. So far, it's working well. Nothing bad to say about it. But for $200, if it goes south, I can replace it. This is my custom intake manifold I had built with me and my brother Dan over at Dan's Custom Projects. Look him up on YouTube. Built a lot of good stuff, but I could do a whole video just on intake manifolds. So if you want, let me know. But that's all I'm going to say about this thing. This was my first time back at the track in May of 2022. First time since 2004, if I remember correctly. About 18 years, and this was with the turbo. Ran low 14s on about 8 pounds of boost. 1436. A couple of weeks later, I got my best ever run on street tires. Ran a 1339 at 106.9 mile an hour.
There's Dan's brother. He's got a tire tonight.
My first ever 12-second run on a 26-inch slick. I had about 12 pounds of boost.
Look at 1292 maybe?
And finally, my best ever run so far, 1286. Still at 12 pounds of boost. This was in October of 2022.
1286 on the right lane.
This is the same 1286 run, but from inside the car.
Thank you, sir. All right, 1286. 1286 at 1.6 with a 1.79 60 foot. That is awesome.